Let's talk about comparisons. Insecurity and the habit of comparing ourselves to other women is a widespread experience, especially in a world saturated with curated images and rapid social media feedback. It's not a flaw or a character flaw, it's a normal response shaped by culture, messaging, and digital life. Here's a thoughtful way to think about it, plus practical steps to move forward toward a healthier relationship with yourself and with other women. What insecurity and comparison look like? It looks like self-doubt that feels automatic. I'm not enough. I should look or act like her, or I don't belong here. It's quick judgments about others that reflect your own insecurities. Noticing someone's outfit or milestone and feeling a sting about your own progress. The love-hate loop on social media, scrolling, it triggers a mix of admiration and envy, which can slide into guilt or shame about your own path. The body and appearance lane, measuring your worth against a beauty standard that's narrow or changing rather than your own health and vitality. Careers and achievement, comparisons, sizing up promotions, salaries of others, or projects against peers, often overlooking differences in opportunities and choices. Relationship and parenting cues, comparing your family with somebody else's family. This can leave you feeling like you're not good enough or you're not doing enough in your family. Why does these things happen? The factors behind this pattern is social comparisons. It's a human tendency. We naturally compare ourselves to others to gauge where we stand, especially in ambiguous situations. The media and representation, the narrow beauty standards, flawless depictions of success, and highlight reels to push an unattainable baseline. None of that stuff is attainable. Social media amplifies cues, trying to get more engagement, often highlighting others' best moments and creating a distorted sense of normal. That ain't normal what you're seeing. And stereotypes, messages about what women should have, what they should value, what they should conform to. These often heighten insecurity when these norms are not met. Structures and lived realities, caregiving responsibilities, unequal pay, and career gaps can often lead to feeling inferior. All of these things are definitely not good for a person who's trying to grow and be their best self. The costs of unexamined comparison, what are they? Mental and emotional strains, anxiety, shame, and self-criticism can erode your confidence and joy. Don't let nobody steal your joy. What you see on social media is just somebody's best moments. It also causes strained relationships when you let envy creep in with your friendships and your sisterhoods, making genuine support harder. It causes misfocus on your path. Your energy is spent measuring up to others instead of advancing your own purpose and strengths. So we're going to try to turn insecurity into growth, a healthier framework. Reframe comparisons as information, not verdicts. What is this revealing about your needs, your values, your boundaries? What can you learn without devaluing yourself? I want you to practice compassionate curiosity. Treat yourself with the same kindness you offer a close friend. Shift from I'm not good enough to I have unique strengths and a path that I'm crafting on my own. Celebrate others without letting it erase your own worth. Choose to be inspired by others while affirming your own progress. Build a worth that's not about looks or status. Change your narrative and look at your self-worth as I am enough. And here's what you can do. To normalize diverse paths and perspectives. Celebrate varied career trajectories. Celebrate people's family choices and appearances as valid and valuable. Everybody may not want to look like you. Promote healthy media literacy. Discuss with your friends how images and narratives are curated and what normal looks like. Create rituals that honor your progress, not perfection. Hang out with friends and people that acknowledge steady growth, collaboration, and resilience. Encourage relationships that lift women at different stages. We're all at different stages of our life. Reduce the pressure to measure up against a person or a single standard. Seek outlets to provide mental health and well-being resources, accessible counseling, stress management training, and inclusive wellness programs. Insecurity and the habit of comparing ourselves to other women are part of human experiences in a world of intense social signals. They don't have to define you or your worth. With awareness, comparisons, and self-talk, healthier boundaries and supportive communities can be created. You can transform comparison into a catalyst for growth while maintaining a steady sense of your own value and your own path. When you find yourself feeling not as good as someone else, I want you to identify that trigger. Name that trigger. Then name your worth beyond that trigger. When I notice a comparison thought, I pause and remind myself that my value isn't contingent on outworking or outshining someone else. My value is tied to integrity, effort, and the impact I'm capable of making on my community. Reframe comparisons as information, not verdicts. If you notice a skill you admire, ask the person, what can I learn? Ask yourself, what can you learn? Build a circle that celebrates, not competes. I've learned to surround myself with women who cheer each other and hold honest, compassionate conversations about growth. We need that kind of sisterhood more than ever. I want you to set boundaries with care. I've started curating a healthier digital environment, muting or unfollowing people that trigger shame and reserving time for real human connection instead of scrolling for perfection. Grounding and body natural care is what I'm looking for. When insecurity spikes, I return to breath. I breathe and I remind myself that my worth isn't tied to appearance or a particular milestone. I want you to document your strengths. I want you to keep a simple log of all the strengths, maybe 3 to 4. Read through them through the day and help you remember that progress exists. Even if it's not dramatic, it still exists. Catch yourself thinking, I can do this. I am more than enough. What story are you trying to tell yourself? What makes you feel better about yourself? I want you to develop your own plan of action and stop comparing yourself with others. Comparison is the thief of joy.